Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.
I'm on the case, okay? Don't worry. The sheriff won't let me see Mercer until tomorrow morning.
Look, I'm not here to talk about Mercer. Okay, just... I don't know, I want to make things right between us.
You tell me your friend couldn't have raped a girl because he was with you this summer. Then you won't tell me what you were doing or why you can't come forward to provide an alibi. So how exactly do you propose to make things right? You gonna hypnotize me?
I don't know, I was hoping your desire to find the real rapist might outweigh your need to drive me over the coals.
Who says I can't do both?
Hey, Veronica.
Trust me. Hey, it's better for everyone if this secret stays that way, okay? Please, have a little faith.
How bad does your alibi have to be if Mercer would rather stay in jail than divulge it?
Hey, hello, how we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Boys Watching Veronica Mars. We're just two boys watching every episode of Veronica Mars for the first time, giving our review and our reactions. We're your hosts. I am Joe Welke.
I am Vance.
And today we're talking about Season 3, Episode 7, titled Of Vice and Men. Directed by Harry Weiner, written by Phil Klemmer, original air date November 14th, 2006, to an audience of 2.69 million people. And before we get into this episode, everybody, just a reminder to join our Discord. Link is in the show notes. That is where we talk about all things Veronica Mars and many, many other things. It is also where we talk about our Patreon series that we're doing on our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatchingbuffy. Our Patreon series that we're doing is True Blood, and I am fully engaged with True Blood. I am fully engaged with it at this point. We're 4 episodes in. I think it's a wacky, wild show. But also, on our Patreon, we just released our Twilight New Moon podcast on the movies tier of Patreon. And people are seeming to enjoy that.
Yeah, solid podcast all around. True Blood has been, people are enjoying our takes on it, our predictions, our accents.
Yes.
People have been saying that they're getting exactly what they thought they would get from us reviewing Twilight. And that's what we're here for. We're here to deliver what the people want.
Yeah, we're not throwing you any curveballs, everybody. We are we're having a good time with both True Blood and Twilight, and also Veronica Mars. I don't want to toot our own horn here, but I think last week was one of my favorite episodes of the Veronica Mars podcast ever.
Yeah, it was, we had we were on one on that one. I don't know what
We
happened,
were.
but we were on one.
I think that was a Boys Watching Buffy all-timer.
Yeah.
That was a good one. So expect less from this episode, everybody. Keep your expectations a little bit low for Of Vice and Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing, Vance?
I had one of those classic nights where, wake up in the middle of the night, can't get back to sleep, and then right before it's time to get up, you're like, oh, this is perfect sleep. So, one of those. But I'm feeling all right now for some reason.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Last night I had shows, and I didn't get home till like 2 a.m. And then because of the show, adrenaline, I was just up till like 3:30.
Yeah,
That's the life of a showgirl.
Yeah.
That's what Taylor Swift was talking about, everybody.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what she was talking about. Yep.
All right. So, what you drinking today? I got the strawberry watermelon ice C4.
I'm going the Monster Zero Ultra. Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah.
Big old white monster.
I don't have a lot of these left.
Yeah, I only have 2 left, so I'm trying to save them.
Oh, you love saving stuff.
I do love saving stuff. But I knew I wanted to have a big boy for today's episodes because Veronica Mars. You know, at the beginning of this season, I believe I said that this show is relentless. And God, this show is relentless, dude.
And I have always stated that the last 5 to 10 minutes of these episodes turn into straight up horror movies. And none does that better than this one. Just a straight up transition into horror.
Absolutely right. The cinematography of the last 5 minutes of this is incredible. The artistry of being roofied.
I have a lot of big thoughts on this episode. A lot of thoughts.
Wow. Before we get into it, what did we predict for Of Vice and Men?
I predicted that Mercer was using GHB on himself. You mentioned like that being his vice. And that, you know, a character in the intro credits would show up and Mac. But Mac is not here again because, you know.
She's still trying to get buff.
What are we, seven episodes into a 20 episode season? And she's been there for a couple scenes?
2?
Couple scenes?
2
maybe?
episodes? Yeah. Yeah, 2006, what was she up to? Not even a mention of Mac this time around. Last time there was a mention of Mac.
And they keep having a mention.
Not even a mention.
And then Wallace is always somewhere else too. Just
yeah.
And you predicted that Veronica has to shoot Dick Casablancas in the back of the head by the river.
Oh right. Yeah. No Dick. Damn.
Again. still a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, could be down the road.
Yeah.
But all right, well, let's get into what this is actually about. So this episode opens up with Veronica. She's coming home. She's packing a bag. And Keith catches her as she's about to leave. And he's like, hey, where are you going? You haven't slept here the last night. Where were you? Called Logan and you didn't come home last night. He said that you weren't with him. And Veronica's like, oh, well, I've been staying on campus at Wallace's. And Keith is like, and you didn't think that it'd be like important to tell me? And Veronica's kind of like, well, you didn't come home the night before last, so tit for tat. And Keith is like, Veronica. And Veronica's like, no, Dad. I can't believe that you hooked up with Harmony. I cannot believe this. And you know what? I think a little less of you. And then she leaves, and Keith's got his big old sad Charlie Brown head.
She's like, also, where's the car? I didn't see it in the driveway or anything. Were you in a massive accident?
What's it?
That doesn't matter.
Are you still concussed, perhaps? Yeah. I mean, Keith could have lied and been like, I spent the night at the hospital, Veronica.
Or he could do something I would love is ask, hey, you think that's safe for you to be at the school's campus with a serial rapist running around?
God, yeah.
But
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. He's not looking into that. He's got a bone Harmony. I just, the lack of anyone looking into this. I guess they think that they got it solved because they got Mercer behind bars.
Foyle still looking into it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's the one who did it, so I don't think he's looking too hard.
Yeah.
But so Veronica shows up at Wallace's and she's just like hanging out there, getting ready. She just got done with a shower and she's in her little t-shirt and her little boy underwear. And Piz shows up, and he's like, "Oh my god, all of my dreams have come true." It's like, Veronica, what are you doing here?
If he
And
was
Veronica's
Logan,
like,
he would have definitely had a quippy line, a little funny
"Oh
joke to
yeah,
say when he walked in, and a smirk.
no,
Yeah.
yeah." But Piz is like, "What the hell are you doing in my dorm?" And Veronica's like, "I could ask you the same question. You're not supposed to be here either." And Piz is like, dummy, I live here. What are like? It makes sense for me to be here." Veronica's like, "Oh right, yes, yes. I just needed a place to stay, but like, why are you back? Because weren't you supposed to be at like a motel or whatever?" And Piz is like, "Bro, I tried to hang out with Wallace, but that motherfucker is studying up a storm, and it was pissing me off."
It makes zero sense that he would leave the dorm with Piz to go to a hotel with Piz to get more work done.
Yeah.
Like that. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you afraid of people knocking on your door saying, "Hey, let's come out to party"? Too much? Like
Maybe Mason's too tempting. Comes in with his two hotties. Hey man.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But Veronica's like, I mean, I can leave if you want me to. And Piz is like, no, you can stay. You can stay. Please stay. Please. Is Parker coming? Because if she's coming, I'm bouncing. But
Yeah.
if you're here, just you,
Yeah.
I'm cool. So then we go to a girl. She's sitting outside of her boyfriend's dorm. He's not there though, so she's just been waiting for him. And the RA comes to ask her like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, hey, my name is Meryl. I'm waiting for Sully to get back. He's not back yet, and I just don't know where he is. So I'm just going to sit outside here and wait." And the RA is like, "You want some tea?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." So Veronica's there with.
Why the tea?
What?
The tea felt very specific because we see her with tea later. It's a very specific choice for them to even like go that step.
Maybe it's just being cordial.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's a production thing. You got to get her a teacup. Like she has to have tea when she shows up at the door. It's like she could just not have tea.
Maybe she's one of those actors that doesn't know what to do with their hands while they're acting. And so they're like, "Yeah, just give her some tea." I don't know.
We'll find out something about this RA, maybe. I don't know.
So Veronica's there with Piz, and she's on her laptop, and there's a knock at the door, and it's the RA. And the RA comes in, he sees Veronica, and he's like, "Piz, you dog. Look at you." And Piz is like, No. But the RA is like, "Hey, so your next door dorm neighbor, he hasn't showed back up to his dorm, and his girlfriend's here, and she's concerned about him because he's missing." And then Piz just looks over his shoulder at Veronica, and everybody just kind of turns and looks at Veronica, and Veronica's like, "Well, there goes my day."
This is funny. It's also crazy that she's got that reputation already at the school.
Right. Well, I mean, with Piz,
the RA looks at it like, yeah. Like,
yeah, well, the RA knows that she was looking into, I guess, the rapes.
Yeah, I mean, she asked him about it or confronted
Didn't
him
she
and blamed him.
accuse him
Yeah,
of
she
it?
accused him of it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He hasn't been like watching her solve a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
whatever.
word gets around in this small dorm. It's Hearst College. How many students could there be?
True.
It's probably
1,000,
smaller than
100,000?
some high schools.
No, it's definitely bigger. They got a radio station. They didn't have that at the Neptune High School.
True.
And they
did have
that
a
journalism.
class.
That journalism office was like a real office.
Yeah. All right.
And they have frats. They have houses full of kids too. Yeah.
For all we know, they have one frat because that's the only one that keeps getting mentioned.
No, but they say 1 down, 9 to go or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. So the RA lets Veronica into Sully's room, and Veronica's like, "Oh wow, you can just let me in here?" And the RA goes, That's one of the benefits of being an RA. I have access to everyone's room. Oh, creep.
What the fuck? I wrote that note down. Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever because RAs are just students.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have
weird.
keys to everyone's dorm. I don't think that's.
I mean, they might.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, definitely not a good idea. But I don't remember if that was the case. I never lived in a proper dorm like that.
I lived in a proper dorm, and I mean, the RA never mentioned having keys to everything. I don't know. At first, when they opened the door, I thought Veronica had a key. I thought she still had Weevil's keys.
But they go inside and they see a bunch of pinup posters, and Veronica's like, well, at least you know your boyfriend's straight. Or whatever. And Veronica starts snooping around. Piz starts snooping around. Good detective work by Piz. He's like, well, his toothbrush is still here. His razor's still here. So that's something. And Veronica's like, good job, Piz. Veronica then picks up the Facebook from the college.
The physical Facebook.
The physical Facebook, which was not a thing by the time I made it to college.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least University of Maryland didn't have them. But they open up the Facebook, or it's already been opened, to a page with a girl. Her picture is circled. Her name is Scarlett Reyes. And Veronica's like, hey, do you know the Scarlett Reyes girl? And the girlfriend's like, no. And she's like, well, why is her face circled? And the girlfriend, Meryl, is like, well, that's definitely not Sully's writing. He has a more perfect circle. And Veronica's like, damn, how well do you know this guy? Jesus. And the girlfriend is like, well, I'm just going to stay in Sully's dorm till he shows up. And Veronica's like, okay, well, I will meet you back here after I'm done class, because I have to go to class. And as she's on her way out, she looks into his trash can and she finds a receipt. And she's like, all right, well, I'm going to run his credit card and see where he's been. And everyone's like, cool.
Is the RA allowed to let her stay in this dorm? Because she could just be anybody.
That would be, yeah. Yeah, she could just be saying it's his girlfriend, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of shady stuff going on in Neptune. I think this is the least of everyone's worries, but it could be a bigger worry if the RA is the one who did it.
Or what if this girl's the one that did it?
Oh my God, she's the head shaver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, she does have crazy eyes.
The opening of this scene was her sitting outside of her boyfriend's room the same way Mac was sitting outside of Parker's room, which is, the framing was exactly the same. And I was like, why did they do that?
She looks like, the crazy obsessed girlfriend meme. She looks like that girl. And she's putting out that energy,
Mm-hmm.
But so then we go to Professor Landry's class. He's talking about the final paper that everybody has to write. And it's, you have to plan the perfect murder. And it's 20 pages long. And Veronica is like snarking at him in her mind, like, oh, you cheating son of a bitch. Yeah, I can't believe you. I used to look up to you. And he's a disappointment, just another one of the disappointing men in my life. When are men going to stop disappointing me? I hate men, and they suck, and they're always disappointing me. And then Landry dismisses class, and he's like, but Miss Mars, you stick around afterwards. And Veronica's like, oh, Jesus, here we go. And so everybody leaves. Landry comes up to Veronica. He's like, hey, I recommended you for an internship at the FBI. I think you'd be perfect for it. You've got a great mind for crime. And I think you'd be great for this. And all you need to do is fill out this 1,500-word essay, and I will accept that in lieu of your paper on how to plan the perfect murder. And Veronica's like, wow, geez, okay. And he's like, yeah, I have a buddy that runs the program, and I can get you on the short list, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, wink. And then he leaves, and Veronica's like, I'm being paid off. I'm being paid off because he knows that I caught him cheating.
Yeah.
What an opportunity, though. internship at
Here's
the
the thing,
FBI?
though. Has she always wanted to be an FBI agent? Or does she want to be a photographer? Or does she want to be a reporter? Because I know Wallace made a plane in a remote control airplane in the first episode, so that means
we don't even
wants
know
to
if
be a
he
mechanical.
made that.
Or he had one. So apparently he wants to be a mechanical engineer. It was planted. So Veronica, I've seen her take photos. Does she want to be a photographer? I've seen her write newspaper articles. Is that what she wants to do? Does she want to be an FBI agent?
I thought she might want to be a singer based off of her karaoke situation. that cinematography gold scene from that karaoke.
Yeah. Maybe she wants to be an esports player. She was pretty good at that video game when she went undercover.
She was.
Haven't seen her with the video game system at all, but somehow she was crushing it in that game.
I think she more... Oh no, and this might be damning for her. This might be a bad news for her. I think she might want to be a wig model based on how many wigs she's worn. I hope that she doesn't want to be a wig model.
Yeah, I just need her.
Somebody's trying to get her into that career later on.
I just need her to just look at the camera and look at one of her friends and be like, "It's always been my dream to be Quantico agent number 1."
But so she leaves class and she finds Logan outside there, and he's been waiting for her. And she's talking to him. She's like, "Yeah, the sheriff won't let me see Mercer until tomorrow morning. But I don't even know what I'd say because I don't have any information. But you say that you have information, and you won't let me know what it is." And Logan's like, "Look, I don't want to even talk about Mercer. I just want to make things right between you and me." And Veronica's like, "Motherfucker, your friend is in prison for multiple rapes. You have an alibi, and you won't tell me what it is you were doing." And then Logan just like straight up yells at Veronica. He's like, "You just need to trust me. Just trust me. It's better for everyone if this secret stays that way. So please, have faith in me." And Veronica's like, "Logan," and this is a point that we both brought up last week. "Logan, how bad can this secret be if Mercer would rather stay in jail for multiple rapes?" And Logan's like, "It's pretty bad. Pretty bad, dude. It's pretty..." And they're like walking around campus.
He does a little spin move
while they're having this. Dude, he has a shirt that he has a button-down shirt that's not on, and he keeps swinging it around wildly.
Yes.
He's putting it over his shoulder, flipping it off, spinning. He's like spinning it around his head like he's that fucking North Carolina rapper guy. What was that guy's name?
Petey Pablo.
He's putting it over his shoulder again and like throwing it around.
Yeah.
And it was so distracting.
And he's like spinning. He's like, "I'm your boyfriend. Why are you blackmailing me?" It's like, what are you hiding, dude? This is so much worse than anything.
And Logan's like, "Well, Keith called me last night and he wanted to know where you were because you didn't come home and you weren't with me. So where were you?" And Veronica is like, "This is a secret that is better for everyone if it stays a secret." And then she turns around and is like, "Is that how this works? Did I do it right? Did I have the right inflection?" And she walks away, and Logan's like, "Damn."
Veronica could absolutely be staying at home. Keith is never at home. She's never at home. Like, they see each other in the morning for a bit, maybe.
There are 2 ships passing in the night.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah. So Veronica shows back up at Sully's dorm. Girlfriend's still there, Meryl. And she wants to go to the police. And Veronica's like, "Good fucking luck. Sheriff will laugh you out of the station." And Meryl's like, "What? Why?" And Veronica's like, "He's a dipshit and a dickhead. And I think we were better off looking for this guy on our own."
It's like, could we go to another officer? Do we have to go straight to the top of the chain to the sheriff? Can we go to Sachs? Can we Is there any other
Yeah,
deputy?
Sax seems to have like a decent heart on him.
I don't think,
You know?
he'll do whatever Lamb tells him to do. But there's got to be
Yeah.
somebody that's like, this doesn't go straight to the top of the list.
Yeah. But Veronica asks if Meryl has Sully's cell phone PIN number because then they can listen to like Sully's voicemails. And so they do that. It's just a bunch of voicemails from Meryl until they get to one, which is a voicemail from Scarlett Reyes. And she says they're meeting at 8. And Veronica looks at Meryl and she's like, oh boy, if you knew what I went through in the last episode, you'd know that I suspect this motherfucker's cheating. Remember last week that one was called High Infidelity? I'm thinking there's some more of that going on here.
Well, the message is Scarlett says, are we on for 8? And did you tell your girlfriend? And then Meryl goes, what do you think that means? And Veronica looks at her like, you idiot. You can't tell that this is that he's sleeping around on you. And at this moment, I was like, they're going too hard with it. So I already know what's happening.
Yeah. Yep. So then Veronica goes to see Mercer in jail. And
I can't believe Veronica's still working this case. Just say, no, I'm going to not do anything for this, Logan.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah, she's still working it. She shows up. She says some snarky comment. The other 2 inmates just flip around because they're sleeping. I thought that was so fucking ridiculous. But Mercer comes over and Veronica's like, hey, so I'm here to clear your name. Logan says that y'all have an alibi. So do you remember what the alibi is? And Mercer is like oddly in a very good mood.
He is so calm. And he's in jail with like 2 bigger dudes that look like they just got finished fighting with each other or had a bar fight the night before. And he is just cool, calm, and collected for some reason. And I don't get this.
Yeah, he is so chill. Because Veronica's like, so what's the alibi? And Mercer's like, well, let me tell you, Logan's got good reason to keep that secret to himself. But you know what, Veronica, like, you should really trust them. He's a solid guy. If I was a girl, I'd want him to be my boyfriend.
What are we doing? You're arrested for serial rape case. What are we doing?
But then Veronica's like, I just think it's weird that you have an alibi that you won't say. And Mercer's like, well, I mean, this case isn't going to hold up anyway. I mean, I'm being held here because I had a cologne that had a sample in GQ and I have clippers. You think I'm the only guy with that cologne and clippers? There's lots of dudes with cologne and clippers. Like, why the fuck would you think it's me? And then Veronica's like, well, you also had GHB. And then he gets serious. That GHB isn't mine. That was planted there.
That would be so easy to argue in court that the GHB wasn't yours and it was the security guards who stole your cash box. Like, the chain of custody would have already been broken. Like, hey, we finally opened a cash box and we saw GHB in it. He's like, where did you find it? In the security guard's home that stole it from me? Yeah, that's not mine. You just say that's not mine. Like,
yeah, it changed hands too many times.
It's one of those things where like reasonable doubt starts to creep in. I mean, who knows what the jury will do? But
and look, we're not saying Mercer's innocent.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I'm saying this is what a lawyer would do.
Yeah, you would hope so. But we did see how law happens in this one, and they're like, hey, Renaco, you take the stand first. Which has never been done in a criminal case.
In the history of television.
Yeah.
But Mercer's like, yeah, somebody's setting me up. And Veronica's like, who the hell would want to set you up? He's like, there's lots of guys who owe me big time. And Veronica's like, oh yeah, like who? He goes, this guy, whatever his name is, at the Pi Sig. And Veronica's like, that checks out. And then he goes, Dean O'Dell. And Veronica's like, what? No way. And he's like, Dean O'Dell likes boxing and he likes betting on boxing and he cannot pick him. And then Veronica's like, oh yeah, I remember that from the last episode. He does like boxing.
none of this makes any sense. Like, I zoned out when he was listening off people who set him up because no one set him up. Parker smells his cologne and Veronica went to his room. There's no planning of anything. No one planted cologne and the Clippers. Nothing's been planted. And he apparently knew the GHB was in there, but it wasn't his. But like, there's no setup.
Yeah. But before he finishes his thought about Cyrus Odell, so yeah, he likes boxing, but he's bad at betting on him. And Veronica's like, no way. And he goes, yeah, he's got a student aide that places bets for him. And I was like, foil. It's foil. Foil is guilty of everything just because of his awful hair. But then after Veronica's like, all right, well, I'll do some digging. I'll figure out how to, get you out of this cell. And then Mercer's like, and Veronica? Logan did talk you up a lot. He really bragged on you a lot. So I have total faith in you. Dude, I just cannot. I cannot.
No.
The smoothness, the calmness in this guy's, the ice in his veins.
Yeah. And the fact he's like, yeah, Logan talked you up, so I trust that you can get me off of this. I mean, he's only going to be held for 48 hours or is it 24 hours? I forget how long you can hold someone. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're doing it for as long as he can legally be held.
Yeah. Because that's just what gets Sheriff Lamb off. He should just, Veronica just should come in and be like, I think this guy did it. He's like, awesome. Oh, yes. Yes.
I love it when people are behind bars.
Yes.
Fuck.
I know I got to let him go, but that makes it so much better. It's the impermanence of it all. Lamb, you sick fuck. Lambs did it. Lamb's the serial rapist.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Yeah, Sheriff Lamb just being an absolute creep about like keeping.
He does it later in this episode, man.
Okay, so Veronica returns to Sully's dorm. The girlfriend Meryl hasn't heard from him yet, and then the girlfriend is like, "I'm really worried about Sully. What if he?" He's been in class. They've been talking about lasers in his class. What if he discovered some kind of new technology that would make him on the run because like government agencies are off after him because he's developed a super weapon? And Veronica sits her down and she's like, honey, no. You ever heard about Occam's razor? And the girlfriend's like, oh, is that some kind of crazy laser that he might be able? And Veronica's like, no. Baby, sweet, naive little honey child. It means that sometimes the simplest explanation is usually the right one. And what do you think is more likely? That he invented some kind of crazy laser that makes the government after him? Or that he might be trying to like dump you? And Meryl's like, dump me? Okay. No. That would never happen. So Sully, no.
Occam's razor does not apply to this show whatsoever.
You're so right.
It doesn't.
Everything is so complicated.
It's never been the first thing. It's never been the obvious choice.
No, it never has been. Who did the bus blowing up situation and why?
Yeah, man.
Yes, that concept. Yeah, you're so right. There's always some kind of crazy conspiracy happening.
Kendall Casablanca couldn't even just be Kendall Casablanca. She had to have another identity, like for no reason.
Yeah. Priscilla Banks, baby.
Yeah.
But after Veronica explains this to Meryl, there's a knock at the door. And the door opens up, and it's some guy. His name is Glenn, and he's Sully's roommate. And he comes in with some gusto.
Yeah.
This actor is making choices, man.
Yeah.
He comes in, he's like, oh, hey, what's up, babes? what are you doing here? And they're like, I'm sorry, who are you? And he's like, I'm Glenn. They're like, okay, well, do you know where Sully is? And he's like, oh, I don't know where Sully is, dude. Actually, you know what? I talked to him yesterday. He went out surfing, I believe. He went out surfing yesterday morning. And they're like, well, why are you back? And he's like, well, I know that you, Sully and you, Meryl, you were supposed to like, have this big weekend or whatever. So I went to go hang out with my stepmom and she took my Xbox away. So I'm back and I'm back in business. And Meryl's like, okay, so you don't know where Sully is. He goes, well, I'm surprised that you're here. I heard you and Sully, you had like a big argument Thursday night. Like, what was that all about? And then Veronica turns and she confronts Meryl. She's like, oh, you had a big argument Thursday night that you didn't tell me about. And Meryl looks like, oh, shit.
I just looked up who Glenn was, the actor, because I saw his face and I was like, he looks familiar.
He does look familiar.
He is an alum of this show. He's another character that's been in Veronica Mars that they threw a wig on.
What?
And he's also Dr. Intern Ben from Buffy.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And
that's incredible.
And he was in that season with he was in the episode with Jessica Chastain of this, I believe, wasn't he? I believe
Jessica Chastain.
Wasn't Jessica Chastain the neighbor that got pregnant?
Oh,
or wasn't he in? I thought he was in something. I thought we saw him in something else.
Wait, you mean this? No, the one with the pregnant one was Parker.
That was Parker.
Buffy.
Okay, that's what it was. I knew it was another Buffy one. So this is a second. Yeah. Okay, so this is his one Veronica Mars, but this is Dr. Intern Ben.
No way. That's awesome. I loved his choices that he made in this episode, dude. Like the accent, the weirdness.
He's playing surfer, dude. Like, hey, you're a surfer. Should I watch the previous episodes to see what Logan and the fake brother look like as surfers? No. Do the most stereotypical surfer bro that you could possibly do.
My bitch stepmom took my Xbox, so I'm back.
Yeah. He just stepped off the OC set.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Well, he also just looks so different than everyone in this show.
He looks like so much older and bigger than everybody else.
Yeah, he's huge and he's got like man features where like other people in the show don't.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I can really describe what he's got going on with like his jawline and his like facial structure. Mm-hmm. He's got man features where like, Keith and Logan don't really,
Keith is a man, Joe.
No, he's not. He's a bowling ball with a personality.
Oh, no. Dr. Intern Ben, welcome back, baby.
So speaking of Keith, we go to Mars Investigations and Harmony shows up. And she's like, hey, Mr. Man, Mr. Big Baldy Man, you, I figured I had to show up because someone here hasn't been answering my phone calls. And Keith is like, look, babe, I pick him up, but I tried calling you back and I didn't hear anything from you. And she's like, things are complicated, but look, Keith, you shouldn't feel guilty. If it makes you feel any better, me and my husband haven't had sex in 8 months. And Keith is like, doesn't make me feel better.
Yeah. That does nothing for me.
And then this is something that I predicted was going to happen. Harmony goes, look, Keith, when he gets back, I'm going to leave him. And it's all you, baby. It's all you. I want to be with you. I want to explore. I want to see this thing I'm feeling. Do you feel it too? And Keith is like, I felt it all night last night, babe. I'm feeling it right now. But it doesn't feel right. And then Harmony leans in to smooch and then they're like, you know what, Keith, let's just run away together. Let's run away to Palm Springs. Let's have a weekend just for us. And And Keith's like, that sounds great. That sounds so great. And I want to do that. I want to do that so bad.
That's such a weird choice to go, hey, I know we're feeling uncomfortable about the affair. You want to take the affair to the next level and go away for the weekend?
Maybe sinking your feet in deeper would make you feel.
Yes. Let me push you off the high dive.
So
wait. Before you go on, what's the whole deal with last episode with him? Biff? Oh, I don't want to have regrets. I had that car accident, and I don't want to have regrets. And now all he has right now is regrets. And
he's got lots of regrets.
That's why the car crash didn't make. The car crash was over the top for a reason for him to do this. Just have a moment of weakness where he actually just does it. Not a massive car accident that then makes him go, well, I guess I better go bang this lady. And now he's like, my daughter won't sleep in my house anymore. Now I don't know what to do. Like, if Veronica was fine with it, would he be fine with it?
I mean, I would have loved if earlier in the episode when Veronica's confronting him about it, he like tries to do like a bastardized version of the regret speech.
Yeah.
It's like, I was still thinking about regrets, and I don't want to. I don't know. Harmony said something about regrets. I don't know, but she convinced me. I got into an accident. I'm concussed. He's got no injuries from that car accident.
None.
Not a Band-Aid on his forehead. Nothing. That crazy like T-bone-ness.
Yeah, man.
But yeah. She wants to go to Palm Springs with this cutie pie.
Palm Springs is nice.
Palm Springs is nice. That is where the Taco Bell hotel was.
I love that that's your, like, that's the thing that you think about when you think about Palm Springs.
It was the last vacation I went on. Was to the Taco Bell hotel. It was open for only one weekend in 2019. And that is the last vacation I went on.
You don't like to travel at all, though.
Yeah, I really don't like traveling. But
I just before everyone goes like, "Oh, that's sad." Joe doesn't like to go anywhere.
I mean, honestly, last year, one of my New Year's resolutions was to take a vacation, and I was like, I had big goals at the beginning of the year. I was like, I'm gonna fucking look into going to Japan.
Whoa, really?
And,
you've only been out of the country like once, right?
Twice.
Okay.
I've been twice. Yeah, but I was like, fuck it. I gotta go do this stuff while I'm young and explore and all this shit. And then I went to the dentist and they told me I had $12,000 worth of dental work to do. I had to get my brakes replaced, and then I got let go from my job. And I was like, I guess I'll just fucking go to Vegas maybe. And then, then I got let go from the job, and I was like, I guess I'm not gonna go on a vacation.
What would you even eat in Japan, being Joe Welke?
They got KFC there.
They do. It's a nice long flight for some KFC.
It's not about the food for me, Vance. It's about the fucking culture. I'm going to walk around Kyoto and do that thing where the orange fucking, you
just fell off on your own explanation. You were trying to sell me on what you were going to do, and then you faltered.
Yeah, it's the long hallway of the orange pillar things. You know what I'm talking about.
Get someone to draw you into an anime or something. I got you.
But anyway, so after Keith is like, I'll think about it. Think about going to Palm Springs with you. She's leaving, and as she's leaving, there's a mysterious figure sitting on the couch waiting for Keith. And he just calls out to her, and he goes, all right, I'll see you later, Miss Stone, or whatever last
Miss
name is.
Cross.
Stone.
Cross.
So
she doesn't react to this hard enough to me.
No, she does.
But she keeps walking. She doesn't stop and be like, who are you? Like, if someone said, see you later, Mr. Welke, would you just be like,
yeah,
I'm just going to keep walking? Not like, why does this person know my surname?
Yeah. Do I know you?
Yeah, she just keeps going. It makes no sense.
Yeah. So she turns around. We get the rack focus to reveal that sitting on the couch, the MVP, Vinny Van Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
And she leaves. Vinny goes into Keith's office. And Vinny's like, hey, Keith. I fucking love this guy. Hey, Keith. You know that TV show, Let's Make a Deal? Let's play a little version of that. Let's make a deal. Throws a manila envelope onto Keith's desk. He's like, so as you know, the Fitzpatricks have me on retainer. I work for the Fitzpatricks. I'm not a good guy. As was debated on Discord, I'm not a very morally sound guy. I go where the money is. And the Fitzpatricks have me on retainer, and they think Kendall Casablancas, they got it in their head that Kendall Casablancas owes them money or something. And they think that you know where this money is. So if you tell me where the money is, we can split the retainer and both go our merry ways, a little bit more money in our pockets. Keith is like, I don't know where Kendall is, and I don't know where the money is.
I'm going to stop right there, because is it not public records that Kendall Casablancas is dead?
She was killed by one of the Fitzpatricks.
She was killed, murdered, and police found her. Did police not? Oh, police did not find her body. They just found the blood, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they don't have her body.
Yeah, I guess that Cormac buried her in the middle of the desert.
Okay, so she's a missing person at this point, and they had the blood splatter, but that was it. Like, there was no body in the house. Yeah. Okay, so he knows she's dead.
Yeah, Keith knows she's dead. She's a goner.
And okay.
Keith is like, I don't know where Kendall is, man. And then Vinny's like, all right, well, let's see what's behind door number 2. And he gives Keith the envelope. Keith opens it up. And it's a bunch of pictures of Keith and Harmony hooking up at the hotel.
And you know what I think? I think it's because Harmony is very cheap and she got the first floor hotel. Because those photos are not like up. You know, they're not like he's photographing.
No, they're
direct, straight eye level.
Yes, they're eye level, or I mean, he might actually be shooting down. But he's got a bunch of pictures of Keith and Harmony hooking up, and Vinny's like, "Yeah, another client of mine is your girl outside. It's her husband, and he is paying me to prove that his wife is having an affair." And Keith is like, what do you want, Vinny? What do you want? And he goes, well, her husband's paying me $2,000 to prove that his wife is having an affair. How about you fucking double it and I'll make this all go away? So give me $4,000. And Keith looks like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, I was like, Keith, this is completely fair on Vinny's part. Mm-hmm. You're lucky that Vinny's I'll take the highest bidder person.
Yeah.
Because he could have just gone straight to that guy, but he's going to you.
Yep.
$4,000. I mean, you're just gonna have to pay it, dude. I don't know why you got this.
You know what would have helped? That Kendall Casablancas money.
Or if Veronica's mom and your ex-wife didn't steal $50,000 that one season, and they didn't say anything about it the next season. They just said, hey, get that Kane scholarship. Get that Kane scholarship. Get that Kane scholarship.
It's water under the bridge.
He's like, I gotta spend $4,000 on this, and I gotta fix my car. I don't even know how I got to work today because but I guess none of that matters.
Situation.
It doesn't matter. We just keep moving. We just keep moving forward.
You can't have Veronica drop him off because she's been fucking MIA in his life.
Yeah, and she's
walking, taking the bus,
driving around in her awesome new car.
Can you imagine Keith walking to a stakeout
with the bag and the cameras and all of the snacks,
all of his different focal lengths of binoculars?
I gotta hire Weevil back just to be like a caddy. A private eye caddy.
Weevil with his fucking lime green lowrider. The least conspicuous car.
When you still got a motorcycle, I'm going to ride in the back of it.
He's on the pillion.
Nothing like following someone in a loud ass motorbike.
Oh my God, he's riding bitch on Weevil's motorcycle.
I want to see that so bad.
Me too. Now I really want that to happen. He drops him off. Weevil's like, pick you up at 10? He's like, yeah, thanks, Weevil.
And he gives him the helmet back. It's like this
Yes,
giant,
yes.
It's like the dude from Aquaman size helmet, that like giant.
Yeah, yes. Oh, what is it? Black Manta or whatever?
It's like a custom helmet for him, Keith. Oh.
Extra large.
But yeah, Keith looks so butthurt right here. I'm like, yeah, dude, what do you...
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's
dude.
the deal.
You've probably done this to people.
Negotiate to 3,000. Like,
yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Vinny seems like he's a I feel like maybe if Keith would have been like, how about 3,000? Vinny would have been like, how about 5,000? And yeah, and then Vinny's no, wait, let's go back to 4.
Price of a brick just went up.
Yeah, we know you're bricked up, Keith.
Yeah.
Got pictures.
I
did like the Vinny's like, oh, boy.
The Fitzpatricks are back too. I asked for it. Yeah. I was wondering if that was going to happen, but it's back.
Oh, boy, yeah. I also loved that Vinny's called out Harmony for being a freak in the sheets. Vinny said he watched. He's not like Keith. He's not just getting the snapshot that he needs. Yeah. He's making a movie.
I'm surprised he didn't call Keith during the middle of it. Like, hey, Keith, I got the pictures. Do you want? Because
give me $4,000.
That's the Mars Investigations way.
A knock on the window.
Yeah.
Way to go, Keith. Get it, my God. We'll talk after. After, but like, you go, buddy. Oh, I love Vinny Van Lowe.
This is a good Vinny Van Lowe episode. This is a good episode for people that ask the question, who's more moral in Keith and Vinny? Because Vinny's going to win this episode in the morality.
Yeah. So Veronica's with Meryl. They're in the dining hall. And they're sneaking around, and Veronica's still mad at Meryl for not talking about the fight that they had. And Veronica and Meryl, they're looking for Scarlett Reyes, who is supposed to meet with Sully. And then they find her, and Meryl's like, all right, cool, I'm going to go talk to her. And Veronica's like, oh, are you fucking crazy? If you go and talk to her and find her, that means that like Sully's not going to come out, and we want to catch them in the act. We want to catch them meeting up. And also, don't you want to see your boyfriend again? Like, he's missing. This would be like good bait for like him coming out, us finding him. And Meryl's like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that. I don't think that he's missing. I don't think he's cheating. I think that maybe this girl Scarlett can tell me where he is. So she just like walks over, and Veronica's like, God, this girl is fucking Jesus. She's not suspicious at all.
And Veronica's also mad that she didn't tell him about being in a fight beforehand.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm like, Veronica, why are you still on this case? Yeah. Bounce. You gotta convicted rapist to get off of.
Yeah. To find who actually did it.
Yeah, but instead you're gonna be like, hey, where's this boyfriend of this girl who lied about being in a fight with, and I think she's just being oblivious to him cheating on her. Like, why are you still following this thread at this point? Just call it.
I mean, also, Veronica's not even getting paid for this one, it seems. You know, this is a pro bono situation.
Yeah.
But Meryl goes up to Scarlett. She introduces herself. She's like, hey, I'm Meryl. I'm Sully's boyfriend. You know where he is? Oh, this is my friend Veronica, too. And Scarlett's like, no, I don't know. We were supposed to meet up to study. And Veronica's like, really? You're supposed to meet up to study? Looking like that? Because Scarlett looks all hot.
Veronica's not a friend to women. It's like, no, I know she's mad at men this episode, but boy, she's taking it out on the girls too.
Yeah. So Scarlett's like, yeah, I'm dressed like this because I'm going out after we're done studying. And Veronica's like, sure. Going out. Yeah, uh-huh. And Veronica's basically just like, bro, straight up, are you trying to steal Sully? And Scarlett's like, no, what? But then she sees Professor Landry in line at the Chili's.
He's getting his baby back. He literally has a plate of ribs, dude. The product placement between the Olive Garden and the Chili's now, they're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, Chili's is S tier chain restaurant though. Chili's rules.
I had a really good chicken sandwich at a Chili's once. I had a good time where they were doing the appetite, the happy hour app special things. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing some kind of crazy thing with like a burger, fries, and a drink for like $10, which is like the same price as fast food now.
Which is like what it just used to be normally, but now they went back down and they're like, this is this like, yeah, you guys could have always charged us. You make a profit regardless. Like, it's it got so bad that they had to like go back down to normal pricing, especially like because we're in California right now, so it's like it's a different thing. There's different options and stuff, but the Chili's was like, hey, we're gonna go to the Chili's. People like it more than Applebee's, but people can argue. Hop on Discord and the food channel and let's argue the chains. I haven't been to a bunch.
There's no argument between there. I mean, I get that they're kind of similar restaurants, but Chili's is so much better than Applebee's. Applebee's is bottom tier.
I don't think I've ever been to an Applebee's, and as longtime listeners will know, I've only gone to an Olive Garden once, thanks to PK giving us a Olive Garden
and
gift
you
cards.
Liked Olive Garden. You liked it.
I gotta say, the breadsticks and salad, best part. I don't think we went to the best Olive Garden either.
We did not go to the best Olive Garden. Yeah. But the tour of Italy, I remember you were kind of mid on that.
Yeah.
But the breadsticks, I mean, that salad's banging. The breadsticks are banging.
I get it. Salad, breadsticks. I probably wouldn't do the tour. I would probably get one of the things from that. But I wanted to do the tour just so I could try a bit of all of them. But
yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the signature Olive Garden thing. I mean, Olive Garden used to do that thing. You buy one entree, you get one to take home.
They were just
like
giving
for free.
the food away.
Just giving fucking pasta away, dude. Olive Garden's great. Outback Steakhouse, great. You've been to Outback, right?
I've been to Outback a couple times. Loved the Bloomin' Onion at one point. But then I had an Outback experience and it wasn't great.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Outback has that pumpernickel bread with the soft butter.
The bread and the butter. Again, these places, why is the filling bread the best part? Like, that's not a good sign for a restaurant. I mean, like, dude, the crackers, amazing.
Bloomin' Onion, though, I can eat like a quarter of them. Like, that's definitely a share thing.
Yeah. I could eat a lot of it, but it's really bad for you.
Yeah, I feel my heart slowing down a little.
It's just oil and onion. Onion and fry water.
But fry water, fuck you. Fuck you.
So what happened in Veronica Mars?
Yeah, so she sees Professor Landry at Chili's, great chain restaurant. What's your favorite chain? So she sees him. She's going to go and confront him. And she goes up to Professor Landry. She's like, hey, I'm going to turn down this FBI thing. I feel like you're buying me off because I caught you cheating. And Veronica doesn't feel right about it. And she feels like this internship is hush money and him hooking her up with it is going to be like not very ethical. And Landry's like, oh, I don't give a fuck about you two. I don't care about this cheating thing. I think you should absolutely take the scholarship because you have a bright mind for criminology. Yeah, I fuck around a lot. I don't really give too much of a shit about this. I'm more worried about your resume as your pseudo faculty advisor, which you never actually agreed to, and all this shit. So yeah, you can tell anyone anything you want. I just think you should still take the internship. And then he picks up his baby back ribs and he walks away. And Brian's like, huh, okay. And then she turns and she sees Scarlett and Meryl hugging. And she's like, God damn it, Meryl.
Yeah. I love that she accuses Landry of doing a quid pro quo. And then Occam Razor just falls apart right there. Because that's not what's happening. And then also the biggest thing here. Veronica is giving more grace to Professor Landry, who is sleeping with a married coworker. The wife of a coworker.
Of his boss.
Of his boss. And she's given Professor Landry more grace for this affair than she is her own dad.
Well, I mean, it's her dad, though.
Again, yeah, we kind of get into that later, but this still feels like she should have more. Like, she's so apologetic when she goes up. She's like, sorry, I'm not going to take the internship. And hey, I wasn't going to tell. You didn't have to do all this. I don't care. I don't really care about infidelity at all. Like, it doesn't sleep over. I'm really pissed off at this other girl whose boyfriend I've never met who might be cheating on her. But like she's more mad to see Meryl hugging Scarlett than she is to be talking to a teacher who is having an affair with the dean's wife. You know what I mean? Like, those two things are just, it's one of those, I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way, the way that she is reacting to these things.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of get it. Maybe she had some time for it to like sink in. She doesn't care that much about Professor Landry. Like, she just met him versus her dad, who, you know, is her dad.
Does she not feel bad for the dean being cheated on? Or was his burger line last week enough for her to be like, yeah, fuck that guy?
Yeah, I don't think that she really gives two shits about the dean, because the dean tried to expel her for not giving up her sources. And he's always kind of been like a little bit of a thorn in her side.
But he just helped her last week. He didn't try to threaten her last week.
Is true.
He literally was like, hey, this girl's out of here. Veronica's right. Yeah. He called out all the people. I do think he went above. Like,
Veronica gave me evidence and you're a faker.
Yeah. I mean, he did go above his station to try to ask for sources and try to expel her. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he actually was ever going to expel her.
Well, yeah, he gave her a generous 1 week.
Yeah, he was never going to really expel her. But people mentioned on Discord that last week when we were talking about the whole why was Claire faking it, it was to point the blame to the frat, which I don't think we clearly. I don't think we clearly mentioned that in the podcast, and we were kind of confused about why. I just think Claire doing that, she never pointed to a frat bro. Specifically,
well, they talk about how she was leaving the Pi Sigs party. Yes,
but that's circumstantial, just like all the other ones. Parker left the party. Yeah. Like, so why is Claire's claim more against the Pi Sigs than Parker's claim? You know what I mean? Like, she needs to like literally finger. She needs to finger dick, or finger chip in it. Like, she really needs to like actually like be like, this guy did it. Which, again, is awful. But they need to actually be like, this guy did it. They all were a part of it. If you're going to then lie to get a whole chapter of a frat down, and you're willing to shave your head for it, you got to go all the way. No half measures in that. So that's why I thought the Claire thing was weird, where she's like, I don't even know who did this. I don't know what happened. I can't remember. It's like, that's not enough to bring down the frat.
It would have to like be in line with all the other rapes.
Yeah, I don't think
which were roofies and
but I don't think you need her. Like, why would hers put it over the edge when there's already enough Pi Sig connections? Like, Parker's is close enough. Like, it's not like, oh well, it's been Claire now we have to do something. Like, there's been like 20. I don't even know how many have happened already. It's already like 5 to 10.
Yeah, who knows, man. But so we have Piz coming back to his dorm, and Veronica's still there, and she's writing her murder paper, and Meryl is in Piz's bed, and Piz is like, there's a girl in my bed. Veronica's like, yeah, I had to give her like some tranquilizer darts to put her down for the night because she's fucking hyper as hell. And Piz is like, where am I going to sleep?
Yeah, why is Veronica working on the 20-page paper after having the talk that she just had?
Maybe she's going to do both.
That's what I would think too. But I don't know how she's going to do a 20-page paper when what we see this episode.
Yeah. But Piz is like, so where am I going to sleep? And Veronica's like, on the floor. And Piz is like, great, cool. 2 girls in my dorm. I'm not fucking hooking up with any of them. And he's like, well, I gotta go. He grabs his little box of vinyls, and Veronica's like, oh, vinyls? What the vinyls? Are they back in? He's like, well, I'm covering Mercer's radio slot. And then Veronica has a light bulb go off. She's like, oh, do you mind if I come with? And
I just want to mention,
I can't believe that this is.
I just want to mention that when he comes in, when Piz comes in, he's like, there's a girl in my bed. And Veronica goes, yeah, buddy. Were the actors hooking up at this point yet? Do you think they started dating at this point?
I don't know. No, or
she has a different vibe when she's in scenes with Piz, though. I noticed.
Yeah, I feel like it might be like that awkward vibe where she doesn't know how to act because she knows. I think she has to knows that Piz has a crush on her.
Well, she obviously knows that. I'm just saying, like behind the scenes because we heard they dated. So I'm wondering, like, she has this. I don't know, some more playfulness to her when she's with Piz.
Yeah,
especially in the scene Veronica, that we see later. But,
yeah. So Veronica and Piz, they show up at the radio station, and she's like looking at the schedule of all the DJ shifts, and she looks up the day that there were rapes, and Mercer was working from 10 to 12, and she's like, oh, so he couldn't have done it. And then she looks up another one, and she's like, oh, okay, so he was working that day too. Well, maybe he pre-recorded them. And Piz is like, no, not likely. It's a call-in request show. And Veronica's like, so he couldn't pre-record it. And based on, like, they say that Mercer's doing, like, a house, like, techno show. Like, I don't know how many people are calling and like, hey, play Sandstorm again. Like, I don't know how dedicated, like, the house music people are like, I gotta hear... this. I don't listen to house music, but
you're at a party. You're at a party dancing. You're like, hey, call that radio station so that they can put your voice on and mess up the whole flow. Yeah. And also,
like, that would be awful.
So the rapist is a house music fan that likes to do this to house music. Like, there's two things in the scene that are insane to me. One, Mercer should know this already.
Yes.
The first question they would ask you, where were you on the night of this? And you would be like, oh, my radio show. Like, this is information that Mercer should know. He's owning and operating a casino out of his dorm and has a house radio show. He should know what his week looks like. He should be able to be like, oh, was that a Tuesday night? I have a radio show. Like, it's insane that Veronica has to find out information that someone else, the person arrested, already has access to. Makes no sense to me. Secondly, Veronica tells Piz, like, she sees the first day, she's like, oh, the 13th. And he's like, what's that? And she goes, that was the night that Parker was raped. Piz has zero reaction to hearing that at all. At first, I was like, oh, maybe he didn't know. But his reaction here made it seem like he did know, but just doesn't care. Like, he walks off, he's like, Veronica, it's a call-in show. And just walks away. Not like, wait, Mercer's been arrested for the rapes. Like, he has nothing. He is giving nothing in this scene.
Well, I mean, that Piz might be the guy who did it.
I was thinking about that, and it would be the craziest. But it would track. He could have come last season for the orientation.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's the only thing I was like, he couldn't have done that one, but he could have been a part of the orientation.
God, that would have been crazy.
But then I don't know how he would have done the one that happened before that. The girl that had the wig before that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, did he go like a junior year orientation one?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got an older brother that goes there or something. I don't know.
It's going to be like it's going to be like a Scream thing where it's two people.
No, it's going to be a thing where it's like, I went to a lacrosse camp at Hearst my junior year, and I did it, and then I was at the orientation.
I hope it's not his. I hope it's not his. I just,
Occam's razor, man. Occam's razor.
what do you mean? What's the opposite of Occam's razor? It's been Weevil and Piz the whole time. No,
it's Aaron Eccles back from the grave.
It's Mac. That's why Mac isn't around. It's Mac.
Oh my God. That would be a twist. That'd be a nice little woman on woman.
I would hate it. I would hate all of it.
Yeah. But yes, so this is proof that Mercer couldn't have done it. So Veronica goes to Logan's, and she's like, I got what you need to get Mercer out of jail. And Logan's like, thank the Lord. Thank God. And Veronica's like, yeah, I'd feel a lot better about it if you told me where you and Mercer were the night of Claire's rape. And Logan's like, Veronica, number one, I just woke up. You snuck into my room and I'm just waking up. Is first thoughts.
I'm guessing it's not a booty call. It's like, there's the Logan.
Yep. And he's like, look, Veronica, you just got to trust me. And Veronica's like, you know I can't. You know I can't. And Logan's like, yeah, touche.
They literally had this conversation before. This season, a few episodes ago.
Yep. Yeah, at the outside of the casino dorm. So Logan finally fesses up. We were in Tijuana and we partied all night, got back to the hotel, started drinking. Mercer's making drinks, and then somehow, I don't know how, he set the room on fire. And he's like, and I heard girls. And Veronica's like, you heard girls?
You were with girls?
Like,
you were with girls? Like, oh my God.
He's like, yeah, Mercer isn't dating you, idiot. He's like, we had adjoined rooms. They were together. Like, I could hear girls. And Logan gets upset with Veronica. He's like, you're treating me like a criminal. I'm your boyfriend. And you're treating me like a criminal. I am your boyfriend. And then Veronica's like, well, what happened with the room on fire? Like, I mean, did you put it out? And Logan's like, no. So what happened with the fire? You see, what happened was the whole hotel like went up in flames and we just got out of there. And Veronica's like, you didn't stay? You didn't stay to see if people were okay or if they got out? And Logan's like, fuck no. We're in Mexico. We set the room on fire, dude. Like, we're going to go to jail in Mexico. That's not going to be cool. I did what any guy in his situation would do. I ran. And Veronica's like, unbelievable. Well, tell Sheriff Lamb to check the log at the campus radio station. It'll prove that Mercer isn't the rapist. And Logan's like, the only reason, like, if I tell Sheriff Lamb what actually happened, we'll go back to Mexico and we'll go to jail. Or if we don't tell him, like, he'll be in jail here, but he's at least innocent here or something like that. And I was just like, what a conundrum.
This is like Weevil getting fired for punching a child abuser. It's like, it doesn't need to be this level. And the fact that it is this level, but then it's just like it will later seem like matter of fact. Why, Veronica, would you even tell about the radio stuff at this point? I'm like, I guess you need to get him off so you can find the real serial rapists. But Logan just said that they might have killed a bunch of people in a hotel in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, and I don't buy I did what any teenage boy would do and just like got out of it. I'm like, wait, so you have, if it's a room on fire, like, don't you have money to like pay for the room and like whatever? Like, you just this is a guy who ended up kissing Veronica because he followed, what's his name? JTT to the room and punched him because he was like, I don't trust this, you know? Like, he does not seem like the guy who just lets people die. That's not what he's been painted as a good guy. This right here, if I was ever on the fence with Logan, I'm way off of it right here. Because this is so damning and negative that, oh, well, we just burned down a Mexican hotel. I don't know how many people got hurt. Never looked into it again. Yeah. Didn't change my behavior whatsoever. That's what I was about. I'm like, Logan's still bopping around campus, finger pointing. Mercer's running his radio station. He has, like, in jail, he's like, Logan's a good guy. You should really stick with that guy. Like, and this was, you burned down a whole hotel. And it's implied that people got hurt and or killed. And this happened months ago. This isn't something that happened when he was like 15 or something. This is months ago. This is
while they were in college.
Why?
This is very recent.
The fact that Veronica isn't looking into this hotel to find out how much damage happened is bullshit. That like,
I mean, that's probably next episode.
No, it's not going to happen next episode because the way this episode ended, which was so frustrating to me. But I don't like, this is such a, they painted themselves in a weird corner where it had to be worse for them to say what they did. But then they said the worst thing. And now I'm like, how am I supposed to, like,
yeah.
I kind of got past the bum fights a little bit, you know? You know, you're trying
You did not get past the drugging.
I will never get past the drugging, which she seems to really have a lot of problems with. But it seems like her trust issues are all about like, I don't want my boyfriend to cheat on me. That has never been something that has been Veronica's issue. It wasn't like Duncan was cheating on her a bunch or Logan was cheating with her a bunch. The problem is full on trust in the people that you're with being evil. And the fact that they just told you a couple months ago, I burned down a hotel with Mercer, who I shouldn't even be hanging out with. His friends are Dick and Mercer. His friends are Dick and Mercer. Like, what are you doing? And I just couldn't believe that that's the reaction, was just like, wait, were there girls there? I'm like, listen, Veronica, we said a whole, and they were Mexicans. They weren't real people. That's the way he's treating it.
There were girls there. I don't know if they still exist.
Yeah, I was like, why imply that people died? Like, that is, we'll see where this goes, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think this is just, this episode's worth. I hate it. I hate it so much.
It is wild. And I mean, when Logan's like, you're treating me like a criminal. I'm your boyfriend. But we burned down a hotel and fucking may have killed people. I'm not a criminal, though. I also remember when I demolished that stadium, I might have killed Thumper. Yeah, right. But I'm your boyfriend. I'm not a criminal.
How many involuntary murders have you had?
I also may or may not have killed Felix, but I'm your boyfriend. I'm not a criminal. I brought drugs to the party. I'm your boyfriend. I'm not a criminal. I did bum fights. I'm your boyfriend. I'm not a criminal.
It's just a lot. And she's not reacting to this in the way that she's reacting to her dad sleeping with this lady that she doesn't know. And it's not like her parents are getting back together or she cares about that. It's like, and the way she's reacting to everybody else's infidelity. But her dad, again, we'll have a scene where she kind of like elaborates on it. But it's what I'm looking at here. You should be more mad at Logan for possibly murdering or being an accomplice to murder.
Is it murder or is this manslaughter?
This is an
accidental murder.
Yeah, it's one of those like,
but then it's a second degree.
I mean, the fact that they just like the way that he says it makes it even worse.
Yeah, I just can't get over the fact that he's like, you're treating me like a criminal. I burned down a hotel.
What makes it worse is when you think about how Mercer was reacting in the jail. When he's like, hey, we can't tell you what really happened. I'm like, you should be thinking about what really happened in Mexico and have a somber face thinking about if you are not a sociopath.
Is so chipper. Mercer throughout this entire episode is just like chipper, making jokes, cracking jokes and being like, Veronica, Logan bragged you up. Like, he's a good dude.
Can he just be like a little bit of an asshole-ish, like, ladies man casino guy, but not like such a like just evil? Like, why add that level to him? Why can't people be just like kind of jerkish?
If I could extend even the smallest olive branch to Logan here, he does say that Mercer's the one that started the fire.
It's the smallest branch ever. It's like a splinter.
It's the smallest branch ever. Like, if I'm like trying my hardest to be like, Logan's actually still a good guy, I'm really trying with that.
You didn't even try to get the girls that were in the freaking room out? Like, Veronica asked, she's like, dude, what about the girls? And he's like, fuck them.
Oh. Like, I didn't come to Tijuana with them. I came with Mercer. So
why do you keep going?
Here's my ride back.
Why do you keep going to Mexico, dude? Just like it. Right. We got to move on. But that's it.
Yeah.
You can't reveal that like that and just be like, okay.
So Meryl wakes Veronica up the next day. She tells Veronica to listen to this voicemail. It's a slurred voicemail from Sully. He's like, "Hey, babe, I'm so excited to fucking see you." Veronica's like, "Did you try to call it back?" And she's like, "Yeah, it didn't work." So Veronica's like, "I'm going to track where the call came from with a doohickey that I got from my dad, a magical doohickey private investigator thing." So she goes back to Mars Investigations.
No, before all that, Piz is on the floor, sleeping on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica steps over him in her little shorts, the cute college look.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
Oh no, this is what I was saying. This is all a
notes.
playful. Yeah, she jumps over him with that, and then he's like, "Hey, is you on your way back? Can you get an egg sandwich?" And she's like, "Egg sandwich for you." And then like,
finger
Meryl
guns in it.
Yeah,
Meryl.
And I was just like, this has a whole completely different vibe.
Yeah, your boyfriend just hours ago confessed to burning down a whole hotel with his buddy. And you're like, finger guns and egg sandwich, anybody?
Egg sandwiches? And like,
maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's a much more playful vibe when she's in scenes with him. I don't know.
Maybe this explains a bit more how Mercer and Logan are acting, because if she, this is how she's reacting to the news after a couple hours, maybe they're...
She just woke up and she's doing like this. She's not she doesn't strike me as a morning person.
No, definitely not. So yeah, Veronica goes to the Mars Investigations. Keith shows up as she's like looking for the tracking device, and he's like, "Look, Veronica, I know that you're disappointed in me, but look, me and Harmony, this isn't just a fling. This is real, Veronica. We have real feelings. This thing is real." And Veronica's like, "Oh, cram it, Keith. We've heard that from a million different Johns putting their pants back on." And Keith's like, "Shut up, Veronica. Don't do that." And then Veronica goes, "Well, listen to this. How about if Jake Kane and Mom thought that they had something? Would that make it okay? What if they thought that they had something special?" Because Keith is like, "I think this might be something special." And I was like, "You fucking dipshit."
I think it's fine for Keith to think it's something special.
Yeah,
he thinks everything is something special. He thought it was special with Wallace's mom.
That's true.
Like, he's just a hopeless romantic in a weird way.
But Keith is like, "Veronica, Harmony said that she's leaving her husband for me. It's going to work out. It always works out when that kind of stuff happens." And Veronica's like, "Will you listen to yourself, Dad? Are you kidding me?" And she's like, "Look, man, being in this life of private investigating with you, it's got me really fucking jaded, dude. But I had one shining hope. I had one white knight on a horse that I looked up to and I thought was a good example. And now I don't have that anymore." And then she leaves, and Keith looks like, "Man, oh man."
So Veronica is basically saying she found out her perfect dad is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but I don't know if I'm riding with that based off of.
I thought the Veronica was going to start crying and be like, "I could never trust you again." Hey, Veronica, remember when I didn't sell you out to the FBI when you kidnapped a baby?
Yeah.
How about you give me a little grace here, my dude?
I guess my perfect dad isn't so perfect. Oh, you mean your dad who ended up getting killed by like leaving you in New York for 3 days after you were shot at on a rooftop 2 days beforehand? There's enough stuff in here to like rationally understand where Veronica's coming from. Her bringing up Jake Kane and her mom was like, all right, I guess I can't fully argue, but I just wish she would carry that over into the reactions to other people having affairs too, because that's what it would be. It wouldn't just be like, it's just her dad, but every time she sees an affair somewhere else, she's like, I don't really care. My teacher did it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about this, you know?
Yeah, I just think it's like Veronica being on her high horse here.
It's really forced for the ending. It's really forced here so that we can have the ending wrap up the way they want to wrap it up. I also wish Keith would
Yeah.
say, "Hey, I'm not going to do anything else with Harmony. I got my rocks off." You know what I'm saying? And next, if she gets a divorce, then I'll move forward. Other than that, I won't. That's all Keith has to do is be like, "Hey, let's not do anything until your marriage is dissolved. You're officially separated. It already cost me $4,000, and the love of my daughter, who I've saved her life on multiple occasions."
Yeah, the daughter that I could never trust again.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Veronica and Meryl, they're tracking down Sully and they're driving around. Veronica talks about how they did she ran his credit card and found that he went to Circus Liquors, which is right down the street from me.
I was hoping that we were going to see that, but then I know that they don't film there. So I was like, they're definitely not going all the way to the Valley. They're not going to North Hollywood for that shot. They could have had a B unit shoot it, but yeah.
Well, they have Circus Liquors. Mm-hmm. Then they also say he went to Crazy Girls, which is a strip club in LA.
Oh, I don't know.
In
that
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right by Hollywood High School. And then World of Cigarettes, which yeah.
Dude, Veronica is driving and she makes a turn while looking at the screen and not the street. Mm-hmm. It is insane.
Yeah, that's teenage.
She's looking at the navigation system like, well, it says to turn here. I guess I should stare at the navigation screen. I'm like, look up.
Yeah. But Meryl's like, I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to know if Sully's okay. So they track him down. And where does it lead them to? It leads them to the bar, the River Styx. And I was like, this is not the entrance that we saw to the River Styx.
No, I didn't know they had a street-facing entrance.
No, the River Styx, from what I remember, was like in the backyard behind a house.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't as hopping ever like it is here. This place is actually a really functioning bar during the day.
The only other time we saw it, it was just like 4 of the Fitzpatricks in there.
It was more of a clubhouse than a bar that you go to.
Well, now they upgraded. They graduated to an actual establishment. And Veronica sees that it's the River Styx, and Veronica tells Meryl, like, we cannot go in there. And Meryl's like, why? She's like, well, the last time I went there, I got choke slammed onto a pool table and threatened to have my face tattooed. I don't think this isn't a good idea. I'm going to call the sheriff.
Yeah. Also, one of the guys that runs this place tried to shoot my dad, point blank.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I'm going to call the sheriff. And Meryl's like, the sheriff that you think is a dumb dickhead, you're going to call him? And Veronica's like, hey, at least he has a gun.
Dude, start at the bottom. It's not the sheriff. Call any other deputy at the... You know what? I'm going to call the president. That's what I'm going to call. That's my first... No, start low. Start low.
So Meryl's like, all right, that's a good idea. We'll call the sheriff. It'll be fine. And then Veronica starts typing away on her phone, and then Meryl's like, psych! And she gets the card, starts running into the River Styx, and Veronica's like, God damn it.
And at this point, you continue to keep dialing the sheriff, and you just wait in the car.
Yep. And you'd be like, all right, Meryl's dead.
You just wait in the car, Veronica. You do not go in here.
Well, Meryl goes in there. She starts talking to the Fitzpatrick. She's very earnestly asking about Sully. Hey, have you seen this guy? My boyfriend's been here. His name is David Sullivan. You guys seen him?
Yeah, Tyler Sheridan.
Like, oh, yeah.
Taylor Sheridan is back. Taylor Sheridan is back.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, yeah, I think I saw him. He was drunk or whatever. And then Veronica comes in, and everybody, the original Fitzpatrick that we first ever met, he's there talking to Meryl, and he's like, oh, I remember you. You're Keith Mars's daughter. And then all of the Fitzpatricks that are in the bar, they kind of start surrounding Veronica. And
Veronica does, again, the only way I can explain Veronica Mars as a character for me watching her is that I feel so worried and concerned for her, but also extremely frustrated by her actions. And she walks,
especially in this episode.
This is
in this
peak
episode.
frustration and concern, because she walks in, and instead of just having your back to the door so that you can get out quickly, she walks in, goes past Tyler Sheridan's character, goes next to Meryl, and now he's in between you and the door. Keep your exits in front of you. It's like when she walked into that guy's hotel room and then go deep into the hotel. What are you doing? You are a victim of assault. I don't understand.
Zero sense of self-preservation.
Just
what? Like, I thought that she learned some stuff.
No, this episode is just,
she forgot it all.
Just all of it gone. Just all gone. I just like, don't go. I know the blocking of the scene is just no.
Yeah. But she comes in, she's like, oh yeah, we tracked her boyfriend's cell phone to this location, and she calls the cell phone, and it's in one of the boxes, one of the Circus Liquor boxes / World of Cigarettes boxes. And
not the time to show off how smart and clever you are, Veronica.
Right. Because then Liam Fitzpatrick shows up, and he bear hugs Veronica from behind, and he just starts carrying her around. This was so weird.
He's carrying her around, dancing and like talking and like, oh, hey, you're not going anywhere. And then she's like, let me go. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I'm like,
I can't breathe.
I'm like, Veronica, what the fuck did you think was going to happen when you went into this place?
Yep.
This guy was pointing a gun at your dad.
Yeah, and that's what he's waxing poetic about with Veronica, and up in the air, he's swinging around like, yeah, your dad really fucked me over. He owes me money and all this stuff, and where's Kendall? And Veronica's like, please, I can't breathe. And then from the shadows, a drunkard stumbles over. And who is it but the MVP, Vinny Van Lowe? And he's like, hey, put her down, man. He pulls out his phone.
No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. He comes over pretending to be drunk. He's like, oh, that's cool. Hey, I'm going to take a picture. Let's send it to Keith. We're going to send it to Keith, and he's going to get a kick out of it. And then that's when they throw his phone away and then let Veronica go, because they don't want him to.
Yeah.
They don't want him to send it. He does not.
Well, he says that he already sent the picture. He goes cha-chee, like makes the noise with his mouth, and he's like, I sent it to Keith. He's going to get a kick out of this. And then they take his phone and smash it.
Yeah. But he does not say let her down, because he's not going to do that.
Fair enough.
Because he works for them. He's got to keep it. Yeah.
Fair enough. But after Liam does freak out a little bit about like, oh shit, Keith's going to see that, he puts Veronica down, and then Veronica and Meryl leave, and they're outside, and Vinny, he runs out to chase after him, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why were you here? You should not be here. And Veronica's like, you sobered up quick. He's like, yeah, I was acting drunk, idiot. Fucking what? You're a terrible private investigator, Veronica. Anyway.
He's like, no, thank you. I just saved your life. Like,
yeah. And, well, actually, he says, no gracias. But Veronica's like, did you really take a picture and send it to my dad? And he's like, oh, no, that phone didn't have a camera. These fucking guys are idiots. But he's like, and also the guy that you're asking about, I saw him at the River Styx the night before. He was pretty fucking wasted. He just came back from surfing, and they're like, well, do you know where he went, or do you know where he is? And he's like, I don't know. My guess would be he's the drunk tank, because he was fucked up, dude. Like, I would check in with Sheriff Lamb. And I was like, man, Vinny, all right, redemption.
Yeah, I mean, Vinny's he's got a level of morality, you know. He's not like unredeemable.
Yeah,
I don't think he would. I don't think he'd set a hotel on fire and then just drive away. I guess that's the bar that I have to set now for people.
Yeah. It used to be bum fights. Now it's leave a burning hotel.
And then just
God,
just go about your life like, oh, la 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 la.
I got a sociology exam. Let me shuffle these papers. Do you know who I am? God. So Veronica and Meryl go to the sheriff's office, and Lamb is like, oh, yeah, I've got your boyfriend. And they're like, oh, can we see him? He's like, yeah, he was wasted. He was the morning, couldn't remember his name. That's how fucked up he was. I think he may have hit his head surfing. So like, we might gonna take him to the hospital. And Meryl's like, can I see him? And Lamb is like, you got $10. And Veronica looks at Lamb like, how dare you? And Lamb is like, I'm just kidding, dude. Yeah, you can go back and see him. I don't give a fuck.
Yada, 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 smirk, smirk, smirk. That's what these Lamb scenes are.
And this is such a brutal fucking scene. A little moment where Veronica goes, wow, I am so sorry, Meryl. I thought that your boyfriend was out cheating. Turns out he was just a little wasted. He may have hit his head. Maybe he's concussed or something. I was wrong. I'm sorry that I accused him of cheating. And Meryl goes, it's okay. If I hadn't been loved before, I wouldn't have believed it either.
I thought she said if I wasn't in love before, but maybe she said
it's something like,
I thought it was like, if I wasn't in love before,
love is,
I wouldn't believe it either. Yeah, basically saying like, you don't have any love in your life.
Yeah, and then she walks away, and Veronica's left there like, God damn.
And then when they do talk or whatever at the bars, when she sees him, he's in his wetsuit, and then Veronica sees the two of them kiss, and they cut to a shot of Veronica. She's so moved by this touching moment. And it's like they're doubling down on the Wichita linebacker episode again, where she was just like, maybe this isn't. Maybe I do need to trust. Maybe I won't put a tracker on my boyfriend's car. Maybe if you put a track on it, you would have found out he was in Tijuana, and then he wouldn't have to tell you the awful truth of what actually happened. But also, Mercer should have been smart enough to realize that he was on the radio for a lot of these cases. So,
but yeah, they have a little touching moment. She's like, Sully, and he wakes up. He's like, Meryl, oh my God, and they do the like cheek touch, and then they kiss, and Veronica's just all heartbroken. She's like, I've never known a love like this before. And Lamb comes in. He's like, all right, no touching. We're going to take Sully to the hospital anyway. And Meryl's all happy, and Veronica's all sad.
I can't hear no touching without thinking about Arrested Development.
So Veronica's trying to leave the sheriff's office, and then she sees Mercer being taken out, and she's like, hey, why are you still here? Didn't I prove that you didn't do it? And he's like, oh, yeah. Thanks for that, by the way. But Sheriff Lammy wants to keep me here for the extent of, how much time he's going to keep me here. So, whatever. Them's the breaks. But once I'm out, you want to get brunch with me and Logan? We're going to get brunch. We're going to celebrate once we're done. You want to come with? And I was just like, you burned down a hotel.
No, see, I'm not in this scene. I'm not upset with Mercer for his actions because he's a sociopath apparently, right? So fair. That's fine. That's how he's going to act. What I don't like is Veronica does not give him any attitude, no snarky response. After all she knows, she just looks at him like, hey, dude, what are you still doing here? I thought you'd be free. That's the reaction to a guy that you just heard burn down a hotel and may have injured and killed people. She's just like, hey, what are you still doing in prison? You don't belong here, sir. I just, give him she gives attitude to everybody except for Dick when he makes an obviously aggressive, rape joke in front of her. She doesn't, I don't understand why they don't let her character be snarky towards Mercer, but she can be snarky towards Scarlett because she thinks Scarlett's sleeping with a guy she has never met that's dating a girl that she just met. That's so low. You know what I mean? You're going to give attitude to the two strangers, but this guy that you've interacted with multiple times, he's a dick. You saw him make fun of the stuttering guy that stole the Wichita linebacker's book. You heard the story, but no. Give her a line of snarkiness here to let me know that weighed on her. I just don't get it.
Yeah, maybe when he's like, hey, you want to go to brunch? And she's like, no, I think I'm going to head to Mexico. Just give him a look. Or, I'm going to be in Mexico that weekend or whatever.
Anything that lets me know that she looks at him differently based off the story that was told to her. But no, she's
chill with Mercer. He's cool.
Yeah.
So then we have Keith at his office. Harmony shows up. She's all bagged up and packed up and ready to go to Palm Springs. She's like, let's go, Keith. It's our big weekend out. It's going to be so fun. We're going to go to Palm Springs. Yay!
He needs to drop Harmony. She cannot read the room at all. Like,
yeah. She looks around. She's like, where's your bag? Y'all packed up? You ready to go? Keith is like, oh, Harmony. Like his reads in these, they're bad.
His reaction, but when he's sitting behind that desk, it's just sad Charlie Brown, man.
He's like, oh, Harmony. She's like, what? He's like, I can't go to Palm Springs. She's like, why not? Keith, I've fallen for you. Yeah, I want to have this fun time with you. Keith's like, I know, babe, and there's nothing more that I want than to go to Palm Springs. And Keith looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
he's like,
just tell her after the divorce, we'll pick things back up. She's not dying.
Yeah. And then he's like, I would love to go, but I can't. It's just not right. And then Harmony leaves and Keith drives off and gets into another car crash. And he goes, you know what? I think I'm going to go to Palm Springs. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Palm Springs.
It would have been great if instead of even a car crash, they did the sound effect like he heard the car crash. And he was like, life's too short. Got to go to Palm Springs. Yeah. Veronica, you can come home. I'm not going to be there all weekend.
But yeah, Keith can't go to Palm Springs with Harmony, and she's all heartbroken about it. And he's all heartbroken because she leaves and he's just staring out his window. He's, can't believe I'm being a good guy. Then he gets a phone call. It's Logan. Logan's like, hey, do you know where Veronica is? I haven't heard from her. I haven't seen her. Keith's like, bro, same. I don't think she wants to be around me either. They're like, women, right? Keith's like, yeah.
Hey, Logan, have you destroyed any very damning state's evidence against a child killer? The one that killed your first girlfriend, huh? You got it. Your dad that tried to kill my daughter. Do you want to destroy those tapes and not have to pay any repercussions for that? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
This is our guy that we want Veronica to be with. I do not.
Yeah. So, let the horror movie begin.
There's a little bit of
the point of the episode.
Yeah, we get one. Yeah, it starts. Yeah, it's starting. It's starting. Yeah,
this is the point of the episode where I feel like the horror begins.
Yeah, because he tells Logan that Veronica's staying at Wallace's, and what I was thinking is that Logan should know Veronica's class schedule, or at least know one of the classes she takes. He's like, I can't find her anywhere. Can you help me? I'm like, just go to the criminology class and wait for her afterwards. Just go to one of her obvious classes.
Have you picked up nothing about being a PI? I mean, Wallace has some like PI skills now from hanging out with Veronica. You haven't gotten any, Logan?
Yeah, just nothing.
Yeah. Logan's the worst boyfriend ever.
You would at least know one of her classes and to wait outside of it. Instead of,
we literally saw him do it earlier in the episode.
Yes. So instead of calling my girlfriend's former cop dad, who should not like me at all, I'd probably do that first. But no, we have to have this scene so we can have them commiserate of how they've just been wronged by Veronica or wronged her.
They've lost Veronica.
Okay.
That's what it's more like. It's more like, she doesn't want us in her life. She's disappointed in us.
Yeah. Two different reasons.
I gotta sit outside her class. I gotta sit outside class with my shirt over my shoulder and I gotta keep flipping it around.
Which one do you think is worse? Keith sleeping with Harmony or Logan?
Fucking Logan! Logan's way worse.
Well, in Veronica's mind, they're both equal.
God, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
It's so much worse. It's crazy.
He says that out. He knows it's bad, but then he says it and treats it like it's not. All right, I got to move on.
Yeah. Are you treating me like a criminal? I'm your boyfriend.
And I just know I did a criminal thing that I didn't want to tell you about because I knew you'd judge me because it's just terrible.
You're at least an accomplice. You're a criminal, dude. But anyway, let the horror begin.
Yes.
So Veronica's at the dining hall. She's she's walking back to the table. She got spaghetti and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh man, this isn't what I ordered. I didn't want the spaghetti." So she walks back to the ordering station, and as she's walking away, the camera turns away from Veronica, rack focus to her unattended drink with no lid on it, just a wide open drink, and I went, "Oh no."
My note, I'm looking at my notes and I just say, I hate this. Like, as soon as I saw that open drink, like, she didn't carry her tray back up. She left her tray.
You carry your whole tray back.
And
she just leaves an empty tray with one soda on it, and it's like across the dining hall.
Yeah. And she's sitting by herself because she hasn't made a friend at all. I was like, I hate this. I saw that and I was like, I hate it.
Yeah. And like, it just reminded me that earlier episode of this season when somebody's like, "Hey, you want me to get you a drink?" And she's like, "Oh no, I'm not drinking anything." Mm-hmm. I'm like, you just leave your completely wide open, begging for it soda unattended. God, dude.
Like, this one, I hate this part more for what I think is coming up versus I'm really mad at Veronica for leaving her drink unattended. It's not exactly the same. It's not like she's at a bar. It's one of those things where I'm like, I can understand her being careless in this moment and like not really paying attention to it. I would hope that she would just, I don't know. I can understand her having a blank spot on this, but you know, other stuff that happens later, I'm more critical of.
See, I can't even like fault. No, I'm going to fault her for this because number one, like, take all of the roofing of drinks out of the picture. It's just weird to leave a tray on the table. Like, the cleaning person would pick that up and throw it away, and then you're out of soda. You have to go back to the place again to get another soda. Like, you take the whole tray.
You take the whole tray. Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, all of this, like, drugging aside, it's weird.
And the crazy thing is, this person that did this, the convenience of there being hair that she had to do this. It's not like it was going to be an unattended drink otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like so perfect. Yeah. All right. But yeah.
It's so weird. But she goes back. She's like, "This isn't what I ordered." She gets her right order. She comes back.
Well, it had a hair in it.
Oh, it had a hair in it. Yeah, yeah. I don't recall ordering the angel hair. This doesn't look like angel hair or whatever. She comes back, starts sipping on her lidless soda. That's another crazy thing. No lid, no straw. Just that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's not as crazy to me, but I haven't seen enough of her to know if she's a lid and straw person.
Yeah. So she looks at her phone, sees that Logan's called her a zillion times, and she's listening to his voicemails and taking like a sick pleasure in his desperation, it seems like.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
She's like smirking and hearing like, "Veronica, I'm worried about you. Where are you?" And she's like,
"He hasn't even tried looking.
Got just you wrapped around my finger.
Just go to the dining hall. She eats here like 5 times a day."
And then she gets a voicemail from Keith, and Keith left a voicemail that's like, "Veronica, I ended things with Harmony. I'm not going to see her anymore. I just want you to come home, baby. Come home, baby. I just want you to come." And I was like, this is weirdly coded.
Everything about Keith and Veronica is weirdly coded. They make it like they're like husband and wife all the time. It's weird.
Yeah. It's very strange. She's like, "I just want to see you. I just need to see you, baby.
Take me back, please. One more time."
So then Veronica's like, "Okay, well, that's an interesting thing." And then we get the and Veronica's getting the roofie spins. And
the GHB spins, Joe.
Sorry, GHB. Sorry. Roofies don't exist in Neptune. It's GHB.
The roofie spins are way different.
Yeah, she gets the double vision of like, and Veronica's all disoriented and she like shakes it off a little bit. She's like, huh, that was weird. Anyway, I'm going to keep drinking this soda, keep eating my spaghetti.
When this happened, my first thought was she doesn't send a text. She doesn't go to
Right?
Piz's room or anything like this nearby.
Doesn't
She's on
stay
campus.
in the dining hall in public.
The dining hall is full of people.
That is the only reason why she would leave the tray, because she's like, maybe it's like, oh, I need to save a seat because it's so busy here.
Yeah. Again,
but still very weird.
Again, I'm minor on like her leaving it, but I just know when they showed the close up what was happening. But
yeah. So yeah, she doesn't send text, doesn't stay in the dining hall. She shakes it off. She's like, oh, this is fucking weird. Maybe I don't know. So then we go to Piz alone in his room. And Logan shows up. He's looking for Veronica. He's like, hey, I heard that Veronica was staying here. And Piz is like, she's not here. And Logan's like, all right, well, if you see her, will you tell her to call me? And then he walks away.
Well, what happens is Logan goes to Wallace's room. Heard he was staying with Wallace. He asks Piz, where's Wallace? And Wallace, he's like, yeah, Wallace is at a hotel studying. Like, he's been at a hotel. And I love that Piz is just not giving Logan any solace in the fact that he's not hooking up with her. Like, he's like, yeah, she's been
Piz
here.
is also kind of smirking.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, she's kind of been here, you know? What are you going to do? And then,
yeah, she's been here. I saw her
in
the last couple of days.
And Logan's all butthurt, like, is she hooking up with Piz? I'm like,
this is the least of your worries, buddy.
Now, my thing that this show tries to do, because it is like, they're teens, right? So they try to do the teen love drama, who's cheating on who. But the stakes in the episodes and the season are so high that it's hard to have the, oh no, Veronica's worried that Logan might be sleeping around on her. And I'm like, yeah, the last person Logan was sleeping with is dead. And that was Dick's stepmom. Yeah. So like, I'm like, this is like so. And then, and like him going to her room being like, oh no, is Veronica sleeping with Piz? Is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I don't care if the hotel escapee is worried that Veronica's sleeping with Piz or not, when I just saw that her drink is probably spiked. You know, like I can't enjoy the, oh boy, he thinks she's cheating on him. What's going to happen to the relationship? Because the relationship is already damned. What you said is so much worse. You would have been better off saying, yeah, I just made out with some girl in Mexico.
Right.
But maybe Veronica would have taken that more harshly than she would have taken the hotel thing. I don't know.
Probably would have.
Yeah, probably. Even though she's never been cheated on, from what I can tell from the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't recall.
But that seems to be her biggest hang up.
But yeah, Piz is fucking smirking like a little devil.
Oh, he's enjoying it.
Don't worry about it.
He's enjoying it. He should have showed up shirtless.
Seeing Logan squirm.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh, yeah, with his lacrosse stick.
Or he could have been like, hey, she left this here. And like giving him something of hers.
Oh, yeah, like her little boxers, her sleeping shorts. Yeah. Just plant really, that seed in Logan's mind.
Like Logan's about to walk away. He's like, hey, wait up. You mind giving her these if you see him? And just throws them in his face. Piz is an interesting character. No reaction to Parker's rape being told to him. And here he's definitely, what is that? What is he goading him? Goading him into it?
Yeah, he's goading him. Yeah. He's leading him to believe something that. Yeah. So then we have Veronica walking alone in a parking lot.
This is a scene where I was like, no, this doesn't make any. This is where the character becomes stupid for plot purposes.
Yeah. And she's like walking down some stairs. She's still got the GHB disorientation, double vision.
Her voiceover, she goes, oh yeah, I know this feeling. And I'm like, so why are you walking to your car down like dark streets and dark parts of the campus alone? Like, why are you not?
She might as well be walking into the river Styx with this as well. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Why are you not just going back to Wallace's and Piz's room? Why are you not just, why are you not texting while you still have your faculties with you and staying in the dining hall? Just stay in the dining hall. Just say, come help me. I think I've been drugged. I'm in the dining hall.
Yes.
I just, why is she doing what she's doing besides the plot wants it to do what it's doing?
Well, it's also like, is her plan to drive home?
Right? You can
'Cause
barely
she's walking
walk.
to her car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like getting the double vision and she's like got vertigo type shit. And it's like, you're gonna go to your car and do what?
Where are you driving to? You're staying on campus. And like it doesn't.
Well, maybe she's coming home because she got the voicemail from Keith and she feels better about how he broke up with Harmony.
No. Call Keith and tell him to pick you up or something. Like you have a cell phone with access.
Well, Keith doesn't have a car anymore. What is he gonna do? He got crashed.
He's been getting to work somehow.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta call Logan. Let him drive you home in his new Range Rover.
Call Piz. Call campus security. Call the people that ride those shuttles from the frats. Call the dean.
Call Wallace.
Wallace is in a hotel study. He's got to focus. He can't deal with us. She would never ruin.
He's on Do Not Disturb.
Call Foyle. I don't.
Call Mac.
Call anybody, dude. Honestly.
Or just stay in the dining hall.
Do anything other than what you're doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, she's walking down like 2 flights of stairs too while she's got this double vision vertigo.
It's like she's walking into a murderer's den. Like she's like, yeah, I'm just going to walk right in. She might as well just showed up at Pie's sake. She would have been safer there.
Obviously, not victim blaming. This shouldn't be happening to Veronica, but like for as jaded as she's talked about as she is, and like she's like, oh, this is happening. I can't believe this is happening to me again. I'm like, then why are you acting the way that you're acting?
That's the part that gets me. Her having the voiceover of like, oh yeah, I know this feeling. I can't believe this is happening to me again. Let me go to a dark parking garage. Oh, is that the person? Like she sees the figure,
and
I'm
turn to my left and look at a hooded figure that's following me.
Grab your freaking phone and hit 911. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know she's drugged, but I don't like. It's no way you walk from the cafeteria down and have that. Don't give me that voiceover, or let the drug kick in while she's getting close to the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she takes a sip of the soda and it's immediate, like, like. And then look, I've never been drugged before, but I don't think it's that immediate.
But then she's also tripping like a long walk to the garage. Like, it's not like that drug just makes you go like, all right, now you're on like a one pathway to like, I'm directing you to the car. Like I just wish they didn't have the voiceover, and I wish it would have hit her when she got into the garage. If it hits her when she gets into the garage, it's like, oh no, it's a sudden thing that happened. It's too late to react to it. She doesn't have to have the voiceover saying that I know this feeling, and which I guess she kind of remembers, but she didn't seem to remember anything from Pomeroy's party. But now she's like, I remember that feeling. But yeah.
I mean, I feel like the problem with it hitting her in the dining hall too is like
too much time.
It's too much time because it's like you would think that it would have hit her again while she was in the dining hall. She still hadn't finished like eating.
Yeah.
Like so she would know like. I don't know.
She's feeling it while she's walking. GHB. She's feeling it while she's walking to the garage and saying, I shouldn't be doing like turn back and go towards people.
Yeah. But yeah, she sees a hooded figure following her and she's trying to get to her car and she falls down. But before she falls down, she starts her car alarm and it just so happens very conveniently that Logan is walking by. Yeah. Logan's walking by. He hears the car alarm. And he looks down and he recognizes that it's Veronica's car. He's like, huh? What? And as Veronica's like laid down by the car, the hooded figure crouches over her and gets on top of her. And then Logan runs down. He's like, Veronica? Veronica? And, oh, no, actually, he hears the car alarm, looks at it, sees it's Veronica's car. And he's like, that's weird. And then the car alarm goes off. And that's what really makes him suspicious. Like, So then he starts to run. He's like, Veronica. He finds Veronica passed out by the car. And he's like, oh, God, no, she's passed out. This is crazy. He picks her up to like hold her. And he notices that a strand of her hair or like several strands of her hair are like have been cut. And not only have they been cut, like her head is bloodied. Like she got the shave treatment. Hard. and she asks Logan to take her home.
Yeah.
The convenience of
Yeah.
Logan.
And the fact that there's no one else around except for Logan, when we saw that the dining hall was full of people, the parking lot is full of cars. It is not an empty parking lot. There's a possibility there would be people around. And the fact that this person is going to like fully shave her head there, but then also started to shave her head, but then also left because he heard Logan coming down the steps. It was,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. And then I wrote in my note, now Logan cares about the campus rapist. Because he's like cradling Veronica. He's like, oh no, not you. Meanwhile, the other one's like, hey, those girls are pretty hot. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, no. The tits are out. Huh? That's great. I love feminism if the tits are out.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's happening to my girlfriend? Oh, now this is a problem that I need to focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take Veronica home, and Keith is there nursing her back to health. He's spoon feeding her something. He's like, hey, you gotta the doctor says that you gotta take more of this. And Keith is there with Veronica. And Veronica makes like a weird, Logan's there. And Veronica makes like a weird South Park reference. She's like, this is what Stan Marsh would say is, maybe we should have more faith in the ones that don't always show, like, just because you don't have faith in the people that you love, they're going to show up for you and blah, blah, blah.
I wrote it down.
Loving them enough.
I wrote it down because it bothered me so much. But at one point, Keith is feeding her and spoon feeding her. And then Logan's like, cowboy up, Mars. I was like, okay. Was the Stan Marsh thing from South Park or is that something else?
I mean, Stan Marsh is the person in South Park.
Yeah, but is that not?
I feel like Kyle is the one that always does the speech at the end.
I wasn't sure if Stan Marsh is like another name for like a poet or like a philosopher or something. Because I was not thinking.
I mean, that's what
I guess it's South Park. Yeah. I mean, I know it from that, but I was whatever. What she says is the part that bothered me in her voice over here is that she goes, it's a VO about people who really deserve faith are the ones who come through when you don't love them enough.
Yeah.
So basically is wrapping back around to her being like, yeah, these are my boys, even though I was like upset with them all episode. These are the people I should really deal with. And I do have love, like Meryl was talking about. And I hated it so much because, one, it lets Logan off the hook.
Yeah.
Immediately he's off the hook because he happened to be walking around and saw it and heard that and got you. So now he's off the hook for all the stuff that you should be mad with him about. Secondly, I brought up earlier that Keith heard that his daughter was on campus and was staying in the dorms. Wasn't worried about the campus rapist at all.
No, that would never happen to Veronica. She's the main character.
And then my question was, does Keith know that Veronica was sexually assaulted before? I know Logan knows because he was on the rooftop when she told him that Beaver raped her. Yeah. So Logan knows, but does Keith know any of this stuff? Does he know about the Pomeroy party? Does he know about Beaver? What does Keith know about his daughter and her trauma?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he knows that she got chlamydia.
Yeah, but that could have been consensual. He doesn't even know that that's from, and I don't even know if he knows that the chlamydia has been passed on from, I don't know if he put together that the chlamydia that Beaver had was from this guy that then gave it to her,
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
So I just didn't love that they were going to go wrapping around to like, oh yeah, I should be nicer to these guys. Why does it have to be that traumatizing for her to have this like revelatory revelation of this?
Yeah,
it's just,
it's a lot.
And the
show is crazy, dude.
They throw so much heavy stuff. Like, why is the Logan Hotel in Mexico thing that? What? Just
yeah. This season's crazy.
Yeah, man. This season's
nuts. Yeah. You have anything else to say about Of Vice and Men?
No, I'd probably just be repeating the things I've said already.
Next episode is titled Lord of the Pies, and pie is spelled P-I, like the math.
Yeah.
This is Wallace. This is a Wallace mechanical engineering thing.
My prediction is hopefully I'm going to predict that Keith finds out about Veronica's sexual assault history, possibly from Logan. Okay. Possibly they talk about that and it airs out and it gets. Let's get some stuff on the table, man. We're like about almost getting to the halfway point of season 3. Let's get some stuff on the table. We always say that about Keith and Veronica.
Yeah, they always just keep each other in the dark about a lot of stuff.
And let Logan know his fling is dead too. Let him know about Kendall. But I'm just predicting that Keith finds out about her sexual assault stuff and that this Mexico thing will probably never come back up again.
I'm going to predict that is a Wallace mechanical engineering episode, and I'm also going to predict the return of Mac. I think that maybe Mac is going to tutor Wallace about some math stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because she did that before.
Oh, yeah.
Did that with Weevil.
We got a genius that he doesn't even ask for help.
Yep.
He doesn't ask Veronica or Mac for help.
Yeah.
What's the point?
But that's the end of the episode for Of Vice and Men, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for all that you do for us. Join our Discord. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatchingbuffy, where we are doing True Blood. We just released the Twilight Saga New Moon episode that we did. That's a good time. If you want to shout out, Apple Podcasts 5-star rating and review, Spotify 5-star rating, screenshot it, send it in to us. At Boys Watching Buffy on Instagram, at Boys Watching Buffy on TikTok, boyswatchingbuffy at gmail.com. And stay tuned next time for when we talk about Lord of the Pies.
There's a girl in my bed.
Yeah, buddy.
Seltzer Kings
Podcasts.